sponsoring this event. And we have Mr. Lee from ISSS office here, and he would like to speak a few words. Please welcome him.
Thank you, Musama. All right, I'm Mr. Lee. Hello, everyone from ISSS. It's great to see you again, guys. Actually, I have a good news to share with all of you. Yesterday, the Daejeon CDO announced that they chose Mr. Osama as a prize winner of the Person of Merit this year for his dedication to the international community in Daejeon through his outstanding leadership in managing this KAIST 1 program. So the award ceremony will be held on this Saturday. So why don't you give him a big round of applause again. Congratulations, Osama. You did a great job. And it's my great honor to have special guest on our KAIST 1 Morocco today from the Embassy of the Kingdom of Morocco. So we have Minister Councillor Mr. El Bakari and First Secretary Mr. El Idi. Please warmly welcome them. All right, before starting the program, I'd like to get a chance to share my tiny episode with you. If my memory doesn't fail me, it was early May, and it was an evening. I got a phone call from the security office of the KAIST main gate, and they said, it seems like that international students lost her bicycle, so please come to our office to help them for communicating with her in English. So I just said, yes, of course. But a couple of minutes later, they called me again and said, Mr. Lee, you don't have to come. Believe it or not, she is really good at speaking Korean. So actually they don't have any difficulty in communicating with her in Korean. I just said, wow. You know, the student I just mentioned is Miss Huda, the host and presenter of today's KAIST 1 Morocco. So I just want to say to Mr. El Bakari and Mr. El Idi, you should be proud of your students. They are such a genius and outstanding students. They have wonderful performance both in academic and research at KAIST. And again, thank you for joining us today. And please warmly welcome Ms. Huda.
Hi everyone, my name is Huda, and first of all I would like to thank ISSS and Mr. Lee especially for their for helping us organize this event and for KAIST 1 in general, because KAIST 1 is such a nice opportunity to use the diversity that we have here in KAIST. And I would also like to thank Mr. Bakari and Mr. Idrisi for being here with us and for bringing us all the goodies and gifts that your guys are gonna get. And I would like to thank Osama for his help in managing and helping us organize this event. So today we are gonna have a presentation about Morocco and make you discover what Morocco is and how different it is from Monaco. And we have some surprises for you. We have a quiz We have little performance. We have food, of course. And yeah, let's start. So just to begin, I would like to play the national anthem. And you guys can read the translation of it with us. Okay. Would you stand up, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's start. So the presentation is gonna be, as such. First, where Morocco is on the map, in case someone doesn't know. Some basic info about Morocco, a glimpse of its history, how it is such a diverse melting pot of cultures, and traditional fashion and cuisine, and place Morocco. So Morocco is a country in the northwest of Africa. Its neighboring countries are Algeria and Mauritania, and it looks over the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. And Spain, it's very close to Europe because there's a distance of 14 kilometers between Morocco and Spain. So that's why many people, while touring Europe, always Morocco and then continue their tour. So the Kingdom of Morocco, or Al-Mamlaka al-Maghribiya in Arabic, is a kingdom, of course. The head of state is His Majesty the King Mohammed VI. Population is a little over 32 million people. The area is, that number. Major languages are Arabic and Berber, which are the official languages, and then French and Spanish, which are widely spoken in the country. The major religion is Islam, with over 98% of people being Muslims, but the country also guarantees the freedom of belief for everyone, and there are many other, like Jewish and Christian people, among others, who are Moroccans actually, and make a big part of its culture. And the currency is called the dirham. So a little bit of textbook history. North Africa was inhabited by Berber tribes over 5,000 years ago, and in the 7th century, Idris I, a descendant of the Islamic prophet Muhammad, fled to Morocco and sought refuge after he lost a battle to the Abbasids in Mecca. He was welcomed by the Berber tribe Auraba, married Kenza, the daughter of the king of the tribe, and then he established the Idrisid dynasty, which is the first dynasty that is the Morocco had in the very beginning. From the 8th to the 17th century, there were a lot of dynasties who ruled, and the last one, which is the current dynasty, is the Alawid dynasty. Morocco was colonized by France and by Spain, but it got its independence in 1956. So all of those, throughout its history, Morocco had many cultures being living in it and making its culture richer. So in addition to the Amazigh or Berbers, the country has a variety of cultures coming from the east, like the Phoenicians and Arabs, the south, like the Sub-Saharians and Africans, and the north, which are the Romans and Spanish Andalusians, both Muslim and Jewish. So what do Moroccans eat? Let's discover the cuisine of Morocco. So this is the bread, or khubz, which is a main component of the Moroccan table. It's widely eaten like rice in Korea, and it's bread made of grains grown locally. We have also tagine. Tagine is a thick stew of vegetables. They can be with chicken or with beef or lamb, and it's a very delicious dish, yeah. We have mint tea. Moroccans drink a lot of mint tea. So actually, Morocco is the second, like after Turkey, which by the way was last KAIST one country. After Turkey, Moroccans are the consumption of tea is the biggest in Morocco. And the Moroccan original tea is the mint tea. We also have couscous, which you guys will get to taste a bit later. It's steamed bowl of crushed durum wheat topped with a stew of chicken, beef, or lamb, and vegetables. Couscous is traditionally eaten on Fridays because Friday is like the most important day of the week for Muslims. You can also have street food. If you guys come to Morocco, you should try the street food. It's very diverse depending on the city, and it's very cheap and very delicious. Oh. So the fashion of Morocco. Moroccan people, like today, of course, they wear modern clothes on their daily life, but on special occasions, we wear tsksheta, is one in the middle, and one that I'm wearing today. It's called a tsksheta, and there are different types of clothing depending on the position of the area or of the that is in the south. This is the Berber or Amazigh clothing that is like the most widely used tsksheta. So it is very colorful and very blending. So now that you have had a small idea about Morocco, maybe you would like to visit, and I would recommend that. So where would you want to go? I would suggest first Rabat, which is the capital. Rabat has since it's the capital, there are a lot of, it's very modernized, but it also has a lot of authenticity and traditional monuments. And if you're lucky, you would have the opportunity to attend Mawazin, which is a music festival that's the second biggest music festival in the world after Donauin Fest, I believe, in Vienna. It has an attendance of approximately 2.5 million people per edition. And it brings like many singers from all around the world, like all the singers you can think of. We also have Chefchaouen. This is my personal favorite city. It's called the Blue City, if you can tell. And this city is very calm, very pretty, small, and it's blue because when the Jewish came to Morocco from Spain, they took refuge in Morocco, and it was believed that their favorite color is blue, and so the city is all painted in blue, and it's very pretty. And if you like nature, you would definitely like it. There's also Marrakesh. Marrakesh is the #1 touristic city actually in Morocco, and it is very dynamic. There's a lot of places to see and a lot of interesting people, because Marrakesh people are known to be upbeat and very humorous. There's also the Sahara Desert. It's like, this is a real photo of the sky in the desert, in the Sahara Desert, and it's very pretty. I believe it's worth going there somewhere. I haven't personally been there, but the funny thing is my Korean friends who have been to Morocco have been there, and they're telling me about it. So yeah, we have a little video. There we go.
Imagine a country where you could travel in time, rooted in Africa, but only 9 miles away from Europe. A country where you would find a 3,000-year-old city, holding one of the largest high-end international ports in the Mediterranean Sea, and the largest car manufacturing plant in Africa. A place where you could see the sunrise in Gibraltar, and still make it for breakfast 200 miles south, thanks to the very first high-speed train line on the continent. You would then be in Casablanca at Rick's Cafe, discussing 3D printing with leading aerospace manufacturers. Imagine a country where past and future are intertwined. One of the oldest monarchies being an emerging country. A kingdom of stability with a vibrant cultural diversity. A mix of African, Oriental, and European influences, with Berber, Arab, and Jewish heritage. A country where, close to 17th century ruins, you would find the largest industrial zone for phosphate processing. A country where you could perfect your swing in the nicest place on earth to spend an afternoon, according to Churchill. Or try snowboarding in the highest ski resort in Africa, before embarking on a journey into the Sahara. On your way south, you would reach the African Hollywood, where, next to the set of Lawrence of Arabia, you would find the world's largest solar power plant, and wind farms as far as your eyes can see. Should you get lost in your travel, you will always run into someone who will speak your language, a generous soul who will try to help, and will eventually invite you for tea or for a delicious traditional meal. Seeing is believing. Welcome to Morocco.
Thank you. So I think you have seen the dancers earlier with the shoulders. Would you like to try dancing to that? Okay, so we have Zakaria, who's gonna show us some steps. Maybe you can join him. Oh, you're Zakaria. ما كاينش. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Can you hear me all? Okay, so
أنا نديرو.
okay, so we're gonna begin with the basic thing. This is like not that difficult dance. Basically, permanently on the whole dance, you have to move your shoulder like this, like don't stop from beginning to the end, and then you have 2 steps, the basic. So one kick on the floor, and then a bounce, and then the other leg. Do it twice, like this.
With the music.
So can you everyone stand up?
now it's quiz time and present time. So we have some questions like some things that I talked about, but other things that you either have to guess or to have prior knowledge. So I wish you good luck, and I will let my friend Ibtisam do the quiz.
So hello everyone. So for these questions, don't worry, I'm gonna help you a little. So my first question will. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so my first question will be, what is the name of the blue city? Is this okay? So you?
Hey, who was the first one?
Yeah.
So the thing, how we're gonna do it, like the first one who raises their hand, and if the answer is wrong, the first person raises their hand after, like after they hear the wrong answer. Okay. So what was your answer?
Yeah, we can accept it. Yeah, Shipshawn. Okay, so it's Shipshawn. So just give him the present. Okay, so now the next question. Nice. What is the plant that only exists in Morocco, but is widely used for cosmetic purposes?
She raised her hand first.
Okay. Oh, yeah, nice. It's argan. Cool. Woo. Yeah, so close. Nice. So, next, it's a historical question. So who was the king that organized the Green March? So just, the Green March is a big march that was organized by the king that you're asked to give me his name. And it was on 1975. So the purpose was to retrieve the Moroccan Sahara from Spain. So yeah, just tell us. Exactly. That okay. So His Majesty late Hassan II, King of Morocco. Okay. So he's the father of the current King Mohammed VI. So next, when is a woman carried on a Maria? So a Maria is a kind of chair, okay? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's true. On a wedding. Yeah, cool. On her wedding. Okay, so next, so there is a kind of sentence that we use. So, you are my, okay, what is the body organ that is used to express affection in Morocco? No.
Liver.
Exactly, it's a liver, yeah. Yeah, liver. Okay.
So how did you know that?
Okay.
Sorry for whoever raised his hand here.
This was the last question, but before and then, so there's a kind of sound that we produce during celebrations, especially during wedding. So yeah, Zakaria, please. Exactly. So normally in wedding and when carrying. Exactly. So this was especially during wedding we sing this kind of song. Yeah. So thank you very much for coming and please enjoy the food. I hope you enjoy it.